It's a real shame that songwriters are often pushed into the shadows of popular music. They play such a crucial role in creating the magic we all love to hear. This is especially unfortunate in the streaming era, where we're even further removed from liner notes, which sometimes are the only place these creators get recognized. Songwriters deserve more credit for their essential contributions to the music we enjoy every day. Imagine if the legacy of a songwriter like Mark James simply vanished. Think about how different popular music would be, or rather, what it wouldn't be. Without him, we'd miss out on some truly iconic songs. His contributions have shaped the soundtracks of our lives, and without his talent and creativity, the music world would be missing a significant piece of its soul. Some songwriters create a vast collection of commercial hits, while others are known for just a few but very important songs. For Mark James, both are true. He wrote many songs for numerous artists in country, rock, and pop music. Even if you don't recognize all his songs or the artists who performed them, everyone knows Suspicious Minds, Always on My Mind, and Hooked on a Feeling. His work spans widely, touching countless listeners with both famous and lesser-known tracks. Mark James was born in Houston, Texas, on November 29, 1940. He grew up as childhood friends with country and pop singer B.J. Thomas. As a child, James learned to play the violin, but like many teenagers in the 50s, he switched to the guitar. In the early 60s, he started performing in clubs. During this time, he changed his name from Francis Rodney Zambon to Mark James because it looked better on a poster and was easier for club owners to pronounce. James recorded some singles at local studios, but his music career stalled when he joined the military and served in Vietnam. After returning home, he reconnected with his childhood friend B.J. Thomas, whose career was on the rise. B.J. convinced Mark to move to Memphis, where he was working with producer Chips Moman. This move would eventually help Mark James achieve great success in the music industry. In Memphis, Mark James began recording his own singles, but it was the songs he wrote for B.J. Thomas that really took off. The Eyes of a New York Woman, recorded by B.J., became a top 30 hit. Mark followed this success with Hooked on a Feeling, which B.J. Thomas turned into one of the biggest songs of 1969. This collaboration highlighted Mark's talent as a songwriter and helped cement his place in music history. The success of Mark James as a songwriter gave him the freedom to pursue a solo career while continuing to write for others. In 1968, he recorded Suspicious Minds for Scepter Records, but his version didn't gain much attention. However, producer Chips Moman introduced the song to Elvis Presley, who instantly loved it. Elvis' rendition became one of his signature songs and his last official #1 hit on the charts in 1969. This marked a major milestone in Mark James's career, showcasing his ability to create timeless music. Elvis Presley went on to record several other songs by Mark James, including Raised on Rock in 1973 and Moody Blue in 1976. Another notable song Elvis recorded was Always on My Mind, which Mark co-wrote with Johnny Christopher and Wayne Carson. Although it became a minor hit in Britain for Elvis in 1973, it didn't gain much attention in the United States. Brenda Lee had also recorded Always on My Mind the previous year. Despite its initial reception, the song would later become widely recognized and covered by many artists, highlighting Mark James's enduring influence as a songwriter. Mark James's songs bridged the gap between country and pop rock, thanks in part to his time in Memphis, where these influences blended together. This was highlighted in 1976 when Waylon Jennings and Jesse Coulter recorded their version of Suspicious Minds. However, it was in 1982 that Mark James became a highly respected songwriter in the country music world. Willie Nelson took Always on My Mind and made it the title track of his 1982 album, produced by Chips Moman. Nelson's rendition brought the song widespread acclaim, solidifying James's legacy in both country and pop music. Always on My Mind became a #1 hit in country music and the most successful country song of 1982. It also reached #5 on the Billboard Hot 100. At the Grammy Awards, Always on My Mind won Best Country Song and the prestigious All Genre Song of the Year award. Willie Nelson also took home the award for Best Male Country Vocal Performance for his rendition of the song. This immense success underscored Mark James's remarkable talent as a songwriter and the lasting impact of his music across different genres. Always on My Mind continued to make waves beyond the Grammys. In 1982 and 1983, it won the CMA Award for Song of the Year, highlighting its enduring impact. The song also clinched the CMA Single of the Year accolade. Willie Nelson's album, Always on My Mind, featuring the song, further earned him the 1982 CMA Album of the Year award. Mark James's achievements led to his induction into both the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame and the National Songwriters Hall of Fame. Beyond his own recordings and collaborations with Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings, he penned songs for a diverse range of artists. His contributions spanned from country icons like Dwight Yoakam and Ronnie Millsap to artists across various musical genres such as Fine Young Cannibals, Johnny Winter, B.B. King, Lou Rawls, and the Box Tops. This breadth of work solidified Mark James's legacy as a versatile and influential songwriter in the music industry. Mark James passed away in Nashville on June 8th at the age of 83. He is remembered throughout the music world as a songwriter's songwriter, a master whose talent and influence extended far and wide. His songs touched the hearts of listeners and were performed by a diverse array of artists, solidifying his place in music history.